A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, India's military has initiated Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 locations in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. This military action has resulted in significant casualties and has raised alarms about the potential for a prolonged conflict between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. Pakistan has reported that at least 26 individuals have lost their lives, with 46 others injured due to the Indian strikes, which Islamabad has condemned as an act of war. In response, India claims that at least 10 people have died as a result of retaliatory shelling from Pakistan. The situation has prompted urgent crisis meetings among the leaders of both nations as they grapple with the escalating violence. This latest round of hostilities comes on the heels of a deadly attack last month on tourists in Indian-administered Kashmir, an incident that India has attributed to Pakistan, which has vehemently denied any involvement. India's government stated that the military operations were aimed at dismantling terrorist infrastructure that has been used to plan attacks against India. They emphasized that their actions were targeted and measured, asserting that no Pakistani military facilities were struck during the operation. Reports indicate that missiles hit various locations, including civilian areas in Pakistan-administered Kashmir and Punjab province, with tragic consequences such as the death of a child and injuries to civilians. The Pakistani military has acknowledged that several locations, including 2 mosques, were affected by the strikes. As the situation escalates, both sides have engaged in intense shelling and gunfire across their disputed border in Kashmir. International observers, including United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, have expressed deep concern over the military actions and have called for restraint from both countries. Guterres urged that the world cannot afford a military confrontation between India and Pakistan, given the dire implications it could have for regional and global stability. The escalation of violence has raised fears of a broader conflict, with analysts noting that the current tensions are already surpassing those seen during the last major crisis in 2019. Praveen Danti, a senior analyst for the International Crisis Group, highlighted the domestic pressures on both sides, which may fuel further military actions. He emphasized the need for diplomacy as the only viable solution to de-escalate the situation and avert catastrophic consequences. Natasha Kaul, a prominent academic, remarked on the troubling implications for the people of Kashmir, who often bear the brunt of the ongoing conflict between India and Pakistan. She pointed out that the current Indian government's hypernationalist stance has contributed to a climate conducive to military escalation, making the situation increasingly precarious. As both nations exchange fire and casualties mount, the international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that prioritizes peace and stability over further military confrontation. The situation remains fluid, and the potential for escalation is high, with both sides seemingly locked in a cycle of retaliation that could spiral out of control if not addressed through diplomatic channels. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.